soup. Just when you think you'll do it, or at least a piece of it, instead you stand at the counter 3 a.m. in your pajamas, slicing carrots and celery, chopping onions and tomatoes, a little Bach playing softly so you don't wake the neighbors or the pigeons roosting on the roof. The sizzle and smell of something that begins like ratatouille, like the answer to the question, has woken you up utterly, completely. It's soup you're making at this silvered hour, not love or money or art. Like yesterday, when you couldn't resist the first sunny winds of March, you walked out anyway, bundled and blanketed against the cold to check the first tender buds, the lilac leaves barely tipped. The reddish-green nuggets of espaliered pear, rosemary's purple. It doesn't make sense on any ordinary time zone, which is why you are finally happy in it. You feed yourself. You walk in the garden. You know that time has come. So the poem Soup is really about when we're at that place where we're trying to make a decision about something. Or we think we've got, 2 or 3 choices, 3 options, and we need to pick the right one. And we're not doing it. And so there we are, up in the middle of the night making soup, and for no good reason. Or we've got jet lag and we're up, at some strange hour, thinking, all right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna move in this direction. And I think a lot of times when we're facing those kinds of decisions, we can get ourselves really, really wound up and then paralyzed, not moving forward. And I find that sometimes for me, for the people that I work, just doing the simplest things. You go for a walk. You make soup, you feed yourself, you take care of yourself. A lot of times I feel like the leaders I work with are so busy that they forget about things like taking care of themselves and taking time. And a lot of times when they get to a particular level, I say, you don't actually need new leadership skills, you need white space. And white space is really about time that's unstructured, without an agenda, no bullet points, so you can stare out the window and think about what's next. And this feels totally counterintuitive to what the majority culture asks of us in terms of how we are effective. And that's why we should do it anyway, because the answers to the questions are probably not in the middle of our busyness. They're more likely in the middle of our quiet.